Amazing, totally amazing.
Whoa. It's unbelievable.
Got a big fish.
Very impressive. Just is amazing.
There's only one fishing lure proven to catch all these fish and virtually every species of game fish in North America. It's the Banjo Minnow, the world's first and only genetic response fishing lure.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Dance. Well, I'm here to tell you that the Banjo Minnow is truly the most exciting thing I've seen in a mighty long time.
Predator fish are genetically programmed to attack and eat crippled, dying minnows. The Banjo Minnow perfectly mimics the spastic action of a wounded minnow. A movement so realistic and so irresistible to predator fish that it can actually trigger a genetic response, compelling them to bite, even when they are not hungry. Both in the wild and at sportsman shows across the country, the Banjo Minnow has proved itself again and again and again that it fish every fishing lure in existence today.
We had made a fishing lure that actually made fish bite, even if they weren't hungry.
And it works. Everywhere you want to fish.
I've not missed a fish on the Banjo Minnow.
It's just unbelievable.
They're going to have to outlaw it.
I was really impressed.
There won't be a fish left in the world.
The Banjo Minnow's unique patent-pending rubber weed guard lets every fisherman fish anywhere, by the trees, over logs, on top of docks, right where the big ones are. Have your credit card ready and call now to order the complete 110-piece Banjo fishing system. You get 24 Banjo Minnows in 3 different sizes and 4 colors. Banjo weedless bait hooks, counterbalance jigs, and much, much more. All yours for only $29.95. For faster service, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen right now.
This bait is phenomenal.
Welcome back to McMahon Stadium in Alberta with a hometown Stampeders lead. The Eastern leaders, the Toronto Argonauts, 23-21. Argos kickoff. Marvin Coleman with the ball on the return. Gets up to the 43-yard line before being hauled down, and Dwayne Dimitrition was there on special teams. Take a look at the halves there, Cap.
Pretty even in first downs. Time for possession. The 2 turnovers are the big key for the Toronto Argonauts. And the one thing that we don't see, again, there's the penalty yards for the Calgary Stampeders. 93 yards, 2 big ones that led to scores for Toronto.
First and 10 for the Stamps, beginning at their own 42-yard line. Jeff Garcia, who had his bell rung by Mike O'Shea early in the game, gives to Kelvin Anderson. Anderson is stopped and will lose 2, perhaps 3 yards.
I said earlier in this broadcast that this Toronto team, the one asset that Don Matthews says he is truly on is defensive team speed. Look at Walter Bays. He gets off the block, slides right down the line of scrimmage, cuts the Anderson back inside to the pursuit and gets his hands on help making the tackle.
Okay, here's my Kepley quiz of the week.
Oh no.
What does Rob Waldrop have to do with Johnny Flamehead? Answer forthcoming. Garcia gets his man to Bailey. Bailey is tackled. Taking him down was Adrian Smith.
I got a good answer.
Answer. Let's hear it.
They both eat garlic with Mr. and Mrs. Jeff Garcia in Gilroy, California.
Oh, you're so close. But I'm afraid you're no longer eligible for the bonus round. Rob Waldrop is the part owner of a Las Vegas metal band known as Johnny Flamehead. A lot of people called in saying they thought it was your real name.
Now they see my new
Tony Martino. There's Mike Saunders. He's now helping out on punt return. Pinball Clemens. Back to around the 13-yard line. Off he goes. He danced around and still made a couple of yards on that return. Doing the quick math, Pinball has himself about 190 yards in all-purpose yards. He averages 224. He's on pace.
Absolutely on pace. He could make about 400 yards or plus tonight.
That was a 2-yard pickup for Pinball.
But that, Rod, that's what happens when you've got a great return man like Pinball. Like I said, everybody on that return team knows all I got to do is do my job.
Toronto 27.
Holding against Toronto. Number 27 is Eric Johnson, the linebacker. For those return guys, they know that if my my blocker's in front. They make their blow that they can spring pinball, and it's going to turn into instant field position again for them. And that's what happens with Doug Flutie. He gets the start in most cases on a short field, except for, say, this case here.
This is a big long field now. There's a big old long one. You start from the 4-yard line. Toronto trails 23-21. We're into the second half of play in McMahon Stadium. Flutie trying to get in trouble. That's a lame duck. He got knocked down at the line.
Hits at the line of scrimmage.
Is that McClanahan? He may have got a mid on it.
I think it should be Dwayne Patterson that may have. McClanahan was on the outside. But McClanahan's talking to somebody about it.
Saying I came this close.
There's McClanahan. He's right there. Let's see if he gets his hands on it. Nope, it happened before that. And before that was the guy, number 93, Patterson.
Second and 10 for Flutie. Swings around behind the uprights. Looks downfield. Dishes it off. Go to pinball. Get to around the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And in comes the kicking unit, Justin Leonard. Kenton Leonard doing the job.
Kenton Leonard does a good job. They play a great zone. Force Doug Flutie to throw it under the cover. Sprints out to his left, gets his shoulders parallel, puts a little zip on the ball, puts it out there to Mike Clemens. Now you guys should come up, grab a hold, hope that the pursuit's going to get there. Mike Clemens comes close to breaking that tackle and picking up the first down, but it forces Mike Vanderjack into the punting situation.
And what could set up is outstanding Calgary field position.
They're going to take a single. They're going to take a...
Well, we've got penalties here. Drummond is in the middle holding. Vanderjagt's just running some time off the clock. Nobody's coming after him. Vanderjagt finally runs out of bounds. Will give up
the safety. Give up the 2 points. Well, it's a kind of a smart play, I think, because what they were going to do, they want to kick it into the wind, give Calgary excellent field position. This way they give up the 2 points. They're able to kick the ball.
At least 3 Toronto players decline.
Well, there's one holding.
That's Drummond.
That's Drummond.
I think that was hold number 1.
Well, in Calgary, that could be either holding or steer wrestling.
Yeah. Bring him down. Rope him. Right now, it is a 25-21 lead as Toronto gives up the safety. Sampson on top.
Dust bunnies under the chair, dust so thick it's everywhere? You need Static Duster, the cleaning sensation that cuts cleaning time in half. Charge Static Duster on any TV screen. The charges will dust and dirt leap onto the wand. Clean, delicate collectibles. Great for louver doors and blinds, grids and grills. Clean the screen under the machine. Great for all your electronics. Static Duster slips into shelves, snakes around corners, dust leaps off plants and soak flowers. Now order Static Duster for only $14.95. But wait, you get a second Static Duster with extension handle. It stretches to reach moldings and bends for hard-to-reach places. As a bonus, you get the Tiny Duster. The complete kit only $14.95, but we're not through yet. You'll get Stain Ender, the miracle remover that blasts away stains. It's a $20 value, and it's yours free when you order Static Duster. Here's how to order.
To order Static Duster for only $14.95 plus shipping, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-817-3388. Or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs.
Third quarter action, 12 minutes remaining. Calgary leads 25-21. Marvin Coleman, man with the ball as he gets to the 35-yard line. That's where they'll start. Eric Johnson was there to bring him down.
Very concerned look on Coach Don Matthews' face. He's not the guy to kind of worry. He knows that his defense can come up big. This is a defense that leads the league in 18 of 25 CFL categories. Just to name a few. Fewest first downs and fewest points per game. He said the one that matters, the fewest first downs, that means that Doug Flutie gets to touch the ball more often.
Jeff Garcia, the Given Institute. Calvin Anderson, last year's Rookie of the Year, gets to the 40. Another one is the total yardage they allow the opposing offense, 279 yards. That's not a lot of work.
Not a lot at all. You mentioned Calvin Anderson, last year's Rookie of the Year, 240 rushes, 1,068-yard touchdown. His nickname, Earthquake. Out of Southeast Mississippi. No, Southeast Missouri. What am I talking about?
Garcia steps up, throws it over. Good catch, Travis Moore. Now they're starting to use Travis Moore. Take a look at the defense here. Wow. First.
First downs, touchdowns, points, passing yardage, and the total yards. Gee, look at that. Total yards is 1,670. Mike Clements, Pinball almost has that already this season.
I believe the total yards is exactly what Garcia started the night with, 1,671 yards. Garcia back to pass and starts to roll out. Found Moore again. Moore gets into Toronto territory, brought down to the 44. First and 10, Calgary. Now they're starting to get Moore into the offense.
Jeff Garcia is going to scramble from the shotgun formation. Now Moore's going to see him. Now he's just going to look, get himself open, make himself a big target, wave the hands, yell a little bit. Jeff is able to throw the ball on the run, does a good job, catch it, and the main thing that they had to talk about, after you make the catch, wheel that ball, turn it, get it north and south.
Johnny Harris was there, but he had to come in on him and try to make the tackle. Pass again, Travis Moore again. They're working on Johnny Harris.
Jeff Garcia standing in the pocket with a lot of confidence. That big offensive line up front doing a good job, buying some extra time, and that allows guys like Travis Moore to go down there, find the open area in the zone, turn in front up to Jeff Garcia, make yourself a big target.
Why now are they working on Johnny Harris? Did they see something in that first half that they put into play?
No, it doesn't happen like that. They just happen to catch him in a zone defense. Harris was the guy there making the tackle.
Garcia. He's called his own number. Good call. Down to the 5.
Look familiar? Guess who he learned that from?
Guy across the way.
Yeah, number 2, Doug Flutie.
That's not a sneak. That's a full-scale attack.
Come back, shotgun formation, quarterback draw, just find the open area. Most quarterbacks are going to take a knee and try to slide into second base. Not this guy.
Heck, he took a bench in the midsection in the first half.
Tony Marciano, as I said, he said this guy's got the heart of a linebacker.
First and goal from the 6. Garcia looking in. He throws it across. Light him up. Touchdown, Fred Bailey.
Well, I tell you what, they made that drive look pretty easy against a tough defense. Wally Bono knows for a fact it's not over. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. But the thing that he likes to see is the way that his ball club is playing with confidence out there now.
Well, the safety got them pumped up, keeping Toronto deep in the zone. They had to start from the 4. They took 2 there. They're going to take another 7 here and up their lead to 11 points. McLaughlin is good again. It is now 32-21 Calgary. Garcia finds Freddie Bailey. They're in charge.
Is your life boring? Are you tired of the same old thing?
Suck it up. Get in the game.
The CFL is back, and more than ever. The action never stops. It's hard-hitting, high-scoring football. Get in the game. Wear the attitude.
Go, 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 go. Hey, suck it up. CFL football. Get in the game.
Mike Piazza spends 9 innings destroying his hair and 90 seconds bringing it back with the shampoo that conditions too, Pert Plus. Because Mike wants great hair with plenty of time for other things. Don't you? Pert Plus. Simply great hair. Simply.
When sports cream, when legs are sore, when backs ache, when muscles hurt. Wise Sports Cream, rubbing it in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell. Wise Sports Cream, because it works.
Kickoff after the 5-yard touchdown reception by Fred Bailey. Deep at the 2 is Pinball Clements. Clemens charges through, gets to the 30, almost all down. But is this a charged up Calgary team now or what? Eddie Davis making the tackle. There's the drive, and they've got to score now and early in the third quarter.
They really do, because they're with the wind. They'll be against the wind in the fourth quarter. So this is the quarter. You got to gamble. You got to take some chances. You've got to put some points on the board.
Well, they've done that. They got 2 from the safety and then the touchdown. Look at Garcia now, 17 of 23, 171, 3 touchdowns. Doug Flutie, 1st and 10 on the 25, has to get out of some trouble. Turns around field, that was almost picked off. Coleman was there. Marvin Coleman banging his head, knows he had one.
Marvin Coleman was on him like glue. Take a look as Masadi makes the move. He's going to work inside. Good jam. Doesn't let him get off the line of scrimmage. Grabs a little paw. Now he's just going to trail him. Comes up underneath, trails underneath, gets his hands on the football. Should have made the interception, but it's a great defensive play.
2nd and 10. Marvin Coleman from Central State, Ohio. Flutie now looking downfield. This crowd is noisy. There's the pick. Eddie Davis has got the pick and the turnover again. Plays right in the hands of the Stamp. Time for the fans to get up and make some noise.
Man, what a difference a couple of weeks makes for the Calgary Stampeders. Those 2 out of 3 victories, and tonight, playing inspired football, both offensively and defensively, and on their special teams.
The turnovers are starting to count for the Calgary Stampeders. They lead 32-21.
Eddie Davis with his 2nd pick. Now take a look. They're just going to play it off. Man-to-man, slides off into the zone, comes up underneath it. Good coverage. Great catch. Returns it and gives Jeff Garcia super field position. 1st and 10 on the 20.
Oh, drop ball by Garcia. Can he make something out of this? Oh, no. Too bad, because Terry Vaughn looked like he was going to make a broken play work for a game. Here's Eddie Davis.
Eddie Davis in his 2nd year with the Calgary Stampeders, the 3rd in the league out in Northern Illinois. Right at St. Louis.
Second and 10. Calgary Stampeders looking to collect some more points in this third quarter behind them. Garcia looks again, goes to the end zone. Is there going to be a call? No call.
He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Baby, you got to stay in, baby.
Brett Bailey had a man draped all over him, and you know he wanted a call.
Little double move, out and up. Ball's thrown behind him. He tries to come back for it. Take a look at the top of your screen. Top right part of your screen. Here he is. He's going to slide out of bounds. He's already sliding. He makes the catch.
Well, Marcelo Simmons was on him, who stayed very close to him. Bailey turned around. Goes to talk to Jeff Garcia. Said, you had me. I was there. Now McLaughlin. The field goal. 27-yarder. It's up. It is good. Another 3 for the Stampeders. Calgary now leads 35-21 against the Argos.
Remember the time just after the war when those 3 Swedish nurses invited us for a weekend in Paris? How can I forget? We should have gone.
Coulda.
Woulda.
Shoulda.
Yep.
Josta. Better do the good stuff now.
Ring up over $700 billion in sales like AT&T, People Talk. Reach $1 trillion in real estate transactions like the Century 21 system. They must be talking to us. Because when you're this big, the #1 real estate system, you can do things others can't. Like average a home bought or sold by our customers every minute. No wonder, in a nationwide survey, homeowners said they'd recommend Century 21 by 6 to 1 over the nearest competitor. So call #1, Century 21.
Hey, man, let me get this straight. You mean the Pilot Pen International is on tomorrow at 1, the RCA Championships are on tomorrow at 3, and the Pilot Pen International is also on tomorrow at 9:30 on ESPN2? Wow, ESPN Summer of Love. Far out, man.
2 converted touchdowns. Now, the margin for the Calgary Stampeders. Doug Flutie will start his team off at the 35. Flutie rolls to his right. There's a flag on the play. He's got Darryl Mitchell. Mitchell's got enough for the first down. It's a 12-yard gain.
Bring it back. It's going to be holding against Toronto.
In the backfield, you knew it. Mitchell made the play, though.
Toronto 57.
Came against the line. Danny Payne. Danny Payne. Donnie Payne. The Payne boy.
Wait a second now.
Mr.
Like
Payne.
saying you're playing with Donnie Kepley over here. Danny.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, how you doing? Here's Big Dan Payne right there. Big right tackle. He's just going to get it, put a little bear hug. That left hand's going to grab some cloth on number 92. That's Steven Anderson.
Well analyzed, Donnie. I mean, Danny. Johnny Flamehead. Rock and roll. 35-21, 5.5 minutes left in this quarter. Doug Flutie has to pitch it up. There's a flag on the play. Robert Drummond, the Outland man. Flag was right at the line of scrimmage, but Drummond comes up holding his right elbow. He may have jammed that in the turf.
Going to be a face mask, I think, against the Calgary Stampeders.
Mike Saunders is trying to help the officials out.
That's what hurts you defensively when a team like the Toronto Argonauts and Doug Flutie backed up deep, and you let a little play like that come up for a big play, big yardage, and also
on an eligible receiver, Calgary number 11.
Illegal contact. If you call number 11, that's the punter. Tony Martino.
That would have to be illegal if
that
Tony
would
was
be
out
illegal
there.
if Tony's coming in to sneak in and get a shot in. Those punters, though, they're tough.
Tony said, I haven't had a lot of work tonight. I was getting a little chilled on the sideline.
I'm going to run out.
Blood flowing.
I'm going to run out and smack them.
Go out and just smack the head of somebody.
First and 10 from the 35. Flutie in shotgun. Back. Nice steady drop. Nice catch over the middle by Paul Massotti. Dragged down by Marvin Coleman.
These are routes that Doug Flutie really likes to run from a shotgun formation. Takes the wide receives them across. Then he brings them all the way across the formation. Coming from the left of your screen, all the way across. Now what that allows the receiver to do, create separation from the defensive back. Paul Massotti makes no mistake on the catch.
Paul Massotti now, 5 catches, 58 yards. Massotti needs 62 yards to equal Terry Greer.
It's on.
Second place, there's another pick! Another pick! He's got nothing but room! Say goodnight for William Hampton. Turnovers are killing the Argos in the third quarter. And William Hampton just burns Doug Flutie.
Now this is something that you don't see Doug doing very often. Taking a ball, throwing it to the wide side of the field, and throwing it to the out. 4 turnovers for the Toronto Argonauts. 0 for the Calgary Stampeders.
I think that's 17 points on turnovers for the Stamps against the Argos.
Willie Hampton out of Murray State. His father was a William Hampton who played 6 years with the Montreal Alouettes. Willie had 19 kicks when he was at Murray State. None bigger than that one right there against Doug Flutie.
McLaughlin nails another one. And take a look at the scoreboard. It is 42-21. A 21-point differential in the third quarter.
But you remember Wally Bono says 3 scores. Watch Willie Hampton at the top. The ball, he's just sitting out there. He's beating it. Now make a break. Get up high. Make the pick. And it is nothing but running to daylight. Get it to the end zone.
And 60-yard dash.
Take it home, baby.
William Hampton. He made the one error early in the game, getting caught for pass interference deep in his own territory.
Back home, Little Rock, Arkansas.
And there is an injured Stampeder on the field. That's Moore getting up slow. Is that Moore? No, it's a lineman. Meyer. William Hampton, a rookie, comes in, and I think I might save that football. First career CFL touchdown.
Well, in the early part of that first quarter, when he chased down and took that pass call on the 1-yard line, it looked like it was going to be a long day for him. How things have changed in Calgary.
Doug Flutie is wondering right now. 21-point lead for the Stampeders. 3:58 left to play, third quarter. Mike Pinball Clemens as William Hampton goes for the low 2. Clemens drops the ball, picks it up now at the 2. Tries to find some room. Threads his way to the 22 before he's pulled down by Biggs. Here's the score by quarters right now. 19 here in the third. 21-yard return by Pinball Clemens as Doug comes back out on the field to try to start something off.
There's not any panic in that huddle. There's a lot of confidence and a lot of composure there. Doug Flutie is going to take charge of it all.
Still almost 19 minutes left to play in the game. Plenty of time. First and 10 from the 22. Doug Flutie pitches it out. Nice little job. Pinball Clemens knocked out of bounds, but he still had possession of the ball. Pinball continues to rack up the all-purpose yards. At another 21-yard return on the kickoff. Picks up some yardage there. 7 yards. I'll be more generous. I'm going to give me.
That's all right. Man, you are.
Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie's numbers.
15.
That's good.
25 attempts, and the INTs jump out at you. Give is to Robert Drummond for the first down. It's nice when everybody helps out. You can see the defensive lineman for the Calgary Stampeders, just Traversy, saying, "Come on, I'll bring out those chains just a measure."
It looks like it'd be pretty close, but I think they did get it. The time for the Calgary Stampeders, you just can't get cocky, you can't get overconfident, you can't lose your intensity. What you have to do is play this last 17 or 18 minutes like it's the first 18 minutes of the ball game.
Third and inches. Flutie carries it up and over. McClanahan trying to haul him back.
That's a little wrestling move he learned.
In fact, he might have himself a World Wrestling Federation career.
Take a look. Good surge off the Calgary defensive line. Submarining underneath Toronto's offensive line, knocking their feet out from under, dropping them down low and giving those linebackers a chance to take a shot at Doug Flutie as he comes over the top.
First and 10 on the 33. Flutie. Fake to give to Drummond. Now he's got to escape. He's going to run. Chased out of bounds, and he's hauled down heavily. by McClanahan. Same sideline, Jeff Garcia got knocked out of bounds by Shea. That got O'Shea tossed out of the game.
Hey, and it's got the Toronto team over there jumping up and down, too. You look at Doug Flutie. McClanahan just chasing him right out. He's got no place to go. All he has to do is push him. He takes him down outside. That could be a call right there against the Calgary Stampeders. No doubt.
Oh, yeah, he was already out of bounds.
All you wanted to do is be fair about this thing. It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander.
2nd and 10. Doug managed to get back to the line of scrimmage on that scramble. Throw right up the middle. Great play, good catch. It's Paul Massotti, and Paul Massotti with that catch will slide by. He goes by Terry Greer. He now has 2nd place behind D.K. Smith. He only needed 62 yards. That was a good, solid carry. He's got 68 now.
Kind of a zone matchup. Paul Massotti, it's after experience, finds the open area. Doug Flutie does a great job of stepping up and throwing that ball with some zip in between the defenders.
And nobody more deserving to move into 2nd place and maybe even take a run at D.K. Smith, the top spot. Smith with 81-44. Doug calls his own number. He gets to midfield. Massotti still has maybe a season or two before he can even think about catching Smith.
That quarterback draw just from the shotgun. Nobody's there to look at Doug Flutie. What they try to do a lot of times, defended against him, they try to call what they have a spy. One of the linebackers, one of the DBs taking a look. And when Doug Flutie makes a move, you come up, you spy on him, you go where he goes and make the tackle. Trouble is, he gets away from most spies.
23 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Dumps it over to Massotti again. Massotti gets to the 45.
Second and about 6.
Massotti now is 78 yards on 7 catches.
Massotti in the last 3 years has gone over 1,000 yards. 94, he was 1,280. 95, he was 1,336. And 96, 1,023.
They will finish up this quarter, and then the Argos will have the wind. That is what has helped Calgary, plus turnovers by Toronto. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Doug Flutie now trying to get out of it. Look at this. He gets to the 50. Original line of scrimmage. Big Daddy was chasing him. Big Daddy's knocking. You run away.
You can come in. Big Daddy's knocking at my house. Marvin Pope.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter. He has to run away out of trouble. 42-21, Calgary leads.
$250? It's only a little scratch.
Here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch. And they're all an eyesore. What you need is GS27 Scratch Remover. It's new from Shawala. GS27 gets rid of those surface scratches and paint swirls quickly and easily. Simply rub GS27 into the scratch, then polish it to a beautiful finish. The scratch is gone.
I still can't believe it was that easy. GS27 got rid of those scratches in less than a minute. It's great.
GS27 is not an abrasive. It's a superfine microscopic crystallite that works its way into the scratch and polishes it away. And look, you don't have to go crazy trying to match colors. That same tube of GS27 works wonders on any color car. You have to see it to believe it. Amazing.
The repair shop said it had to sand, prime, and paint. What a bunch of bull. GS27 took that ugly scratch away in no time.
Watch. Would you do this to a brand new car? Ouch! But GS27 removes that ugly scratch quickly and easily. What a difference! GS27 is so effective, it'll even remove paint scrapes, ugly rust from chrome bumpers, and scratches and scrapes from your boat's gel coat. GS27 is only $14.95. But wait! Order now and get a second tube for only $5. That's two for just $19.95. It'll remove those surface scratches from your car or your money back. Don't live with those ugly scratches, and don't spend a fortune to remove them. Order your GS27 scratch remover now.
Call toll-free 1-800-414-5588 or send check or money order for $14.95 for one or $19.95 for two plus $5.95 shipping and handling to GS27 Scratch Remover, 2 Morgan Avenue, Connecticut, or use your credit card and call 1-800-414-5588.
42-21, the beginning of the fourth quarter here in McMahon Stadium in Calgary, where the hometown Stampeders lead the Eastern leaders, Toronto Argonauts, by a score of 42-21. Punting now is Vanderjagt. He's trying to angle it out, and he does. And just so you know that these guys are concerned about their look on the sidelines, take a look at this look. Not only is that the duo of McClanahan, he's trying to get the earring fixed. McClanahan said he's 1-0 with the new do. He's going to keep it on, and they said just get that streak going. What do you think?
Well, I guess it's important. You got to have somebody with an earring to fix a guy with an earring. I don't understand this, but it's okay.
Now, what do you tell your colorist? Go for a case like that?
Kind of the flavor of the week or month, huh?
Garcia first and 10 for the 18 for the Stampeders. They had a big third quarter, 19 points.
Well, they need to forget about that third quarter, and what they have to concentrate on right now is the fourth quarter.
Here's Danny Barrett. He is the man trying to help Jeff Garcia and Dave Dickinson through, and says he's ready in case emergency backup calls. Look at the total yards.
Hey, he told me I got to say hi to his mom, Susie, and Earl down in Boynton Beach, Florida. He said I had to do that. So, Susie, how you doing from your son, Danny? He's doing a great job coaching up here.
There we go. On the move is Garcia, overthrows the intended receiver. And that was Travis Moore they were looking for, and it's a 2-and-out for Garcia, and he's not happy. I like the competitive fire in this guy.
Well, that's why that Toronto defense leads in the category. Fewest first downs. They make a lot of teams go 2-and-out. It's imperative right now for when Jeff Garcia gets his hands back on the ball, he needs to make, obviously, a possession drive. Keep the clock running, keep the chains moving, make first downs, keep Doug Flutie off the field.
Tony Martino set the punt, and he'll be punting against the wind. Good news for the Argos. He'll try to take advantage of it. Flags everywhere.
Could be offsides against Toronto.
He may have been trying to woo them across the line.
There was some movement by the right end on the Toronto punt team. I don't know if he would say.
Illegal procedure. Calgary 35.
Calgary's number 35. That is Clement. So Jad himself nabbed. And backing up a little more is Martino. Martino with the kick. Just a little loft to it, right at midfield. Mike Clemens. Mike Clemens spins through some trouble. Clemens continues to go. He's heading for the sideline. Watch out. Touchdown. No flags. Talk about making it work. Pinball. 55 yards for the touchdown on the punt return. Mark that one a tilt.
Don't think for one little second that anybody on that Toronto Argonaut team is going to give up. Just look at the play that Mike Pinball Clemens makes. He gets tackled right here. The ref doesn't know how to get out of the way. He bakes that block, jumps over some guys. Then he shows what great speed he's got to get to the outside.
And he finishes it. Starting off this fourth quarter, didn't need the win, just needed the pinball. Up it goes, 42-28, 55-yard punt return. The Argos are by no means out of this one.
I love working here. It's exciting, feeling like we're changing things for the better. At Zurich Direct, there are no surprises. You call us and we give you a free quote on high-quality term life insurance with no strings attached. And these rates are up to 70% less than what some other insurers charge. I mean, why pay more than you have to?
Hi, thank you for calling Zurich Direct. This is Wendy. How may I help you?
It really is simple.
Well, Mr. Madden, you're 42 in good health and you don't smoke? That's great. A 10-year, $250 policy is just $32 a month, and your rate is guaranteed.
Everybody has questions when they call in. They want to know they're doing business with the right company. You'd be amazed how many letters we get from people just saying thanks.
Well, you can choose a 5, 10, 15, or 20.
Coverage can start in just a few
I
weeks.
can help you with that. I'll just...
Absolutely. I think everyone should call Zurich Direct. But then again, I'm probably a little partial.
Zurich Direct, a unit of Zurich Kemper Life. The way life should be.
At McMahon Stadium, fourth quarter action, and Pinball Clemens has the Argos in the hunt again. Marvin Coleman on the kickoff return. Coleman looking for some room. He is hauled down around the 29-yard line. Clemens a 55-yard punt return. Brendan Rodgers was there for the takedown. 25-yard return for Coleman, and hiding behind him is Pinball Clemens. That's what he does. He gets hidden, and nobody can find him.
You can't find him, and even when you find him, you can't catch what you can't touch.
60-second career touchdown. Marvin Coleman's had a pretty good night doing the return duties for the Stampeders. Jeff Garcia fakes to Anderson, rolls to his right. The pass is good. Nice job there as they go to Danielson. He hasn't been seen much since around the second quarter. Now, here in the fourth, trying to use him.
Garcia does a great job. He sprints out a little bit, buys some time, hits Danielson, but what Danielson does is what he does after the catch. Breaks the tackle, gets rid of Johnny Harris, and picks up a first down. Fakes the counter. Now he's going to come out by himself, knows he's going to get hit. A lot of heat by Reggie Gibbons up in his face. Still makes the completion and the first down. No, I take that back. It feels short.
Danielson, 6 catches tonight. He has 1 touchdown. Short yardage. Garcia pushes his way across the 40.
Big Rod Waltrip has him right by that headlock. Maybe he's checking that flamehead stuff. Well, Garcia is a redhead, you know.
Well, there you go. Maybe he's looking for new members for the band.
Could be. Little smile by Danny Barrett. But he knows this is a long fourth quarter. And the guy on that other side pulling the trigger, Doug Flutie, can make a lot of magic happen.
What a great guy to have on the sideline, Danny Barrett, to work with Jeff Garcia.
A little different because he's normally up in the press box, you know, calling down. He's on the headset. They've got him down on the ground tonight.
Bring it over to the far side. Al Anderson makes the grab. About 8 yards. Simmons with the tackle.
Good 7 or 8 yards. This allows Garcia, like I say, that second down opens up a lot of plays that he can run to pick up that first down. If it's not there, if it's running there, or in the shotgun, he can scramble on his own.
2nd and 3 for the Stampeders. Doug Flutie biding his time.
Nothing fancy, just pick up the first down.
Fakes again to Anderson. Comes across, and he makes the catch. Oh, got some room, Danielson, and he scoots down the sideline, and there is an injured Stampeder just rolls right off. It looked like Fred Bailey.
I think it's Fred Bailey. Now, Fred Bailey was the intended receiver. He runs a curl route. Jeff Garcia is going to hit him. Watch just to the left of your screen as he comes out. Ball pounces out. Fred Bailey, boom, right into the hand of Vince Danielson. Good tip drill. Heads up play. Danielson not only makes the catch, but he keeps the drive alive and moves those sticks.
Practice it. You could see the player come down. Bailey was trying to help block and was, after that, popped out. 1st and 10 now at the Argo 30.
Tell you what, I'd rather be lucky than good all the time.
Take plays like that. Thank you very much. Calgary Stampeders leading 42-28. Fourth quarter action. McMahon Stadium.
Well, Jerry, I don't know about you.
Looking for something different?
I can remember in the past.
Want to get involved?
Feel the rush. Get in the game.
The CFL is back, more radical than ever. The action never stops. It's hard-hitting, high-scoring football. Wear the attitude.
Feel the rush. Get in the game.
And he's taken down.
Foot action. Foot action's preparing for the season with a little cross-training.
Playing a little baseball. I got it.
Golf.
I got it. Throwing the hammer.
Foot action's also where to get the Airbacker Mid from Nike.
Got it. Archery.
For every action, there's foot action.
Fourth quarter action at McMahon Stadium in Calgary with the hometown Stampeders lead the Toronto Argonauts 42-28. Due to time constraints, we're moving ahead in our coverage. Jeff Garcia and the Stampeders, 1st and 20 from the 31-yard line. Kel Anderson with the pass. Only moved the sticks about 4 yards.
Jeff looking quick to the sideline. He gets most of his calls from Marciano, the offensive coordinator, anticipating a big rush by this Toronto defense. Dumps off the screen to Anderson. Anderson's able to pick his way through for about 4 or 5 yards.
Mark McLaughlin, who's been on his game tonight, is warming up on the sideline. 2nd and 15. Garcia looks, floats one out. Oh, almost! Whoa, that would have been a beauty by Travis Moore. Great cover, and Moore ends up Kelly Wilshire.
Super one-on-one cover, but Moore almost came up with that one-handed, left-handed circus catch. Top left part of your screen. Good job again up front protecting Garcia. Floats it up. Now watch that left hand go up. Just can't bring it in.
Oh, boy, that would have been a treat. And they hauled that in. McLaughlin will try the field goal. 33-yarder, let's say. He's made 15 of his last 16. He's been on target all night, and it hasn't changed. He's good. It's now 45-28. Stampeders continue to lead in the fourth quarter. Can they hold on?
Well, not much of a today, but it should be a good game. All right, Stewart's batting 3 here.
Hold my Budweiser. I'm going to go find those guys.
All right, Wedman toes the rubber. Delivered. Whoa! A long drive to left field. That ball's going to carry. It's going out of here. There's one lucky fan out there, but he's got something in his hands. What's he going to do? He's got to make his move. It's doesn't look good. Oh, that ball bounced about 20 feet off his head.
Please, just let go of the beer.
Let go of the beer, son.
Hey, little pumpkin, you are so cute, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, honey. Look how cute. Honey, wait a minute. I think he's going to say something. Say hi to Dada. Say hi, Dada. Come on, zoom in. Zoom in. I think he's going to say it. Zoom in. Hey, say hi to Dada. Say hi, Dada.
Oh, Daddy, you paid too much for that camcorder. Come to Circuit City. You can't get a lower price. We guarantee it.
Since 1800, the Bristol University School of Football has been an intellectual haven for asking questions and seeking answers. A place which challenges and enlightens young minds in the academic pursuit of football.
7 minutes, 13 seconds left to play fourth quarter. Calgary Stampeders lead 45-28. Toronto Argonauts will try to start it off from their own 35. Look at the defensive work by Calgary. Keeping Doug Flutie and the Argos quiet. Great work. And Flutie has to escape. Gets a hand. Finally, he is hauled down. That was Steven Anderson. Finally got the grab on him, but he had to get away from two others before Anderson caught up.
This is where Doug is so great as he's sprinting out here. He just senses that McClanahan's going to come from the backside. But you see how McClanahan inside shoulder? If he goes to the upfield shoulder and forces Doug to have to cut it back into the pursuit, the Calgary defense makes the tackle a lot sooner.
2nd and 7. Flutie back to pass. Takes a good look around, and it was knocked down.
Guess who's knocking?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's there. Marvin Pope is there, having an outstanding game. Take a look. He's going to rush, get to the outside, wants to maintain leverage, keep containment. Now get up, get the left hand up. You've gone as far as you can. Get your hand on the football. That's 255 pounds getting vertical.
And that leaves the Argos in the punting situation. There is Big Daddy Marvin Pope.
From Gainesville, Florida.
All 6 years of his CFL career in Calgary. On the punt, rolls deep. And Terry Vaughn just picks it up before he gets bumped out of bounds. And oh, we've got something going on the sideline. Johnson is in the middle for the Argos. They started to whack helmets.
Look like Coleman. I think that's number 17 that's in there for the Calgary Stampeders.
Johnson and Coleman mixing it up. Some words and then a pop in the side of the helmet. And flag. Eric Johnson. 17 and 27. We're sure the call. They're both out of it.
They're gone.
That's the 2nd and 3rd ejections of the night. Mike O'Shea got tossed out in the first half. Now Coleman, one of their best returners, and Johnson are both gone. Danny Barrett is in his peacemaker, saying it's over.
It's all done for the night. Go in. Hope we can hold on to this lead for the next 6 minutes, and it'll be something you and Wally will talk about a little later. And both of these head coaches, Don Matthews and Wally Bono, are unbelievable disciplinarians.
Major foul, rough play disqualification.
Slap fight.
Say that.
Toronto 27.
Somebody in the side
Major
of the helmet, that got hurt.
Rough
Hey, you get the helmet off, then you can bite the ear.
Yes.
Calgary 17. Objectionable conduct. Calgary 2.
Now escorting them.
George Hopkins, that's the equipment man. Been with the Calgary Stampeders for 25 years. Now take a look at this. Coleman's there. Oh, see, a little shot in the head. That's the big linebacker taking it out on the defensive back. Good right hand.
I would just smack him in the helmet. I just see the way your knuckles are right now. You don't start whacking them on the helmet.
Well, I didn't learn that till a little later in my career. That was awful.
2 more ejections in a game,
yeah.
a spirited game.
It is. It's a spirit, and this is what this is all about. But you have to play controlled chaos out there. You can't lose your temper and take stupid penalties and fouls and get your butt thrown out of the game.
First and 10 for Calgary, 7-yard line. This is when you need those big horses up front. Hold off the rush. Allow Garcia to get a little time to see what's available. Garcia from the shotgun sees this available and gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more. Well, he saw it open up just briefly, Danny, and couldn't take advantage.
Noah Cantor's in there for the first time. They've got some fresh legs in that Toronto defensive line. That's what you need. It's been a tough grind down in the pit.
That's Robert Drummond. He jammed his right elbow earlier in the game. Now they're starting to work on it. Looks like it's a little tender. He has not been a factor tonight. Garcia thrown on the run. Picked off. Picked off. Here's a great opportunity now. And it is Johnny Harris who takes the pick and now leaves Doug Flutie in great field position.
Tremendous defense by Johnny Harris. Garcia's coming out on the sprint. Going to squat. It's a zone defense. Right there, Johnny Harris falls back inside, makes a great play, picks it off. He gives it to Doug Flutie. 1st and 10 on about the 18-yard line.
So working from the 18-yard line, very nice comfort zone for the Argos. In the 4th quarter, 5 minutes remaining. Low snap. Flutie has to head off. He is dragged down by Anderson. Got him at the ankle, Steven Anderson.
In his 2nd year with the Stampeders out of UNLV. 6'3", 270 pounds. Wally Bono's very excited about his speed, his foot speed. Now take a look at the strength. Swims over the guy, gets by the block, but Mike Saunders is able to chase down Doug Flutie from behind.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun again. Flutie pitches it out. Clemens has got it on his knees, stands up, gets to the 10-yard line.
You see what the Calgary defense is doing? They're rushing 3 people. They're dropping 9. They're taking away the wide receivers in the zone, and they're forcing Doug Flutie to have to throw the ball to the wide out, to the outside, to Michael Clemens. That's a long throw. It gives the defense time to react to it. Once you get there, break down, make the tackle.
Less than 4 minutes to play. 4th quarter action. 3rd and 2. Argonauts deep in Calgary territory.
Watch him run.
Doug's looking, still looking, now trying to get away. Waiting for somebody to show up. Does he get a receiver? No catch. Right by the sideline. And the 3rd and 2 gamble doesn't work as Darrell Hall provides the defense. Worth gambling, but the defense for Calgary played tough, and Michael Pinball Clemens couldn't make the grab.
Doug Flutie again in that shotgun that he likes to stay in. He wants to find somebody. Everybody in that secondary of Calgary is staying put with their receivers. Zone. Doug's going to get vertical. Almost makes a great throw, and Mike Clemens almost makes a great reception.
Oh, Masadi saying, I'm open.
He couldn't see it because Masadi's going back across the field. Doug Flutie was going to the right. He could not get his body turned to throw it back downfield and across the formation.
1st and 10 now for Calgary. So after just a brief little break, they're back in action, and that was Kelvin Anderson. Got to the line of scrimmage again. Calgary started at their 6th on their last drive at a pickoff by Johnny Harris. Argos couldn't make it click, and now they're back again.
Well, you remember the last time that they were down here. If they don't pick up this 1st down right now, move the chains, give themselves a little breathing room, they got to punt it to Mike Clemens. The last time, he took it to the house.
45-28. 3 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. And Jeff Garcia is going to come over. As he waits for the whistle, they're going to call a time count violation against the Stampeders. And marches them back. So they're going to get deep again. Start from the 5 now. Three minutes left to play now in the 4th quarter. Calgary leads 45-28.
This simple-looking device is the key to unlock your body's hidden potential. It can change the look and shape of every line and curve on your body. Because it's the weight, the challenge, and the secret behind one of the most effective fitness machines in the world. Introducing the Bowflex Power Pro. Bowflex uses patented power rod resistance to give you an incredibly smooth feel for over 60 different health club quality exercises. With features like a built-in aerobic rowing exercise, convertible grips, and convenient folding capabilities, it's easy to see why a Bowflex was selected by Fitness Magazine as the best home gym for 1997 and was awarded a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. It's time to get the body you want with no money down and payments as low as $33 a month. Call right now for your free video and brochure. Discover the body you've always wanted with the Bowflex Power Pro.
McMahon Stadium in Calgary, Alberta, and the hometown Stampeders lead the Toronto Argonauts 45-28 in the fourth quarter. 2.5 minutes left. Swinging out, trying to get some yardage. Garcia, Demetrius Maxey introduced him to the turf. Take at his wrist. Garcia took quite a lick earlier in the game from Mike O'Shea. Had to leave for a sequence as O'Shea tried to drive him through the bench, not over the bench, through the Calgary bench.
And then he tried to run over on a couple of plays after that. When he did get back in, he tried to run over the corner. Donald Smith, they went helmet to helmet. Smith got the best of that one on him also. But this guy is tough. He is a competitor, and the only thing he wants to do is be on the football field competing and wanting to win football games.
Tony Martino in his own end zone to make the punt. And remember what happened last time. Last punt, Pinball Clemens took it into the end zone. This one bounces short, and it's Saunders with it. Saunders at the 35, hauled down.
All right, Rob, I have one question in.
Go ahead.
45-28. Now I'm thinking this defense has been playing pretty well. What if Calgary would have taken a safety there, moved the ball out, they give up 2, make it 45-30, move the ball out at least to the 35, then kick? Well, drive the Toronto offense much longer. Give Doug Flutie a longer field to work with. Now he's got it on the 35.
Well, the comfort zone would have been lessened. Wally Warner likes to work on the 3 score. That would have made it 45-30. They still would have had the room to play. Not a bad plan, Coach. Sending it up to the far side. Robert Drummond had a defender rattle off him. Kaboom, and Drummond just trotted off to get the first down. Drummond is nursing a bit of a sore right elbow.
Tell you what, this is a big man. He's 6'3", about 215, 218, and just put together. A lot of strength in that upper body of his arm, big strength in his legs also. Out of Syracuse, this is his second year with the Toronto Argonauts.
First and 10, Argonauts trying to close the gap. Come over the middle. Daryl Mitchell gets it to the 2. Argos are trying to get into that end zone, leave a little bit of time left on the clock to try something else.
Take a look now. Mitchell's going to come across the middle. A safety there is John Kamen. Little slow reacting up to it. Maybe had a chance to make a play on it, but if you don't make the play, at least jar the ball loose.
Flutie looking, trying to get out of the way. No, is that Drummond?
In the turf.
In the turf, they're waving it off. So now, Flutie taking a look to make the call. Kalen again.
John Kalen started off with the Calgary Saints. He was a first-round pick in 1994. Then he went to the Montreal Alouettes and just was traded back in late July. Here's the throw. Let's take a look at it. Right by the goalpost. Drummond goes down. It goes through him. You can see it laying on the turf and behind him.
Kalen rolled over him for good measure. Here's a touchdown for Pinball Clemens. 2-yarder. And the gap has closed. Very quiet crowd at McMahon Stadium. No Toronto fans here. Get that feeling, don't you?
You being from Toronto would recognize that very quickly. Look at Doug Flutie getting a little heat up front. That's Dwayne Patterson. Then he just slides it underneath sidearm to Mike Clemens. Another big night for him, but he's not one of those kind of guys that cares about individual honors or individual goals. He wants to win as a team.
Point after is good. Is a 10-point difference now. Calgary leading Toronto 45-35.
Toronto trying to do something this year in repeating as Grey Cup champions that hasn't taken place for 15 years. Last ones to do it was the 81-82 Edmonton Eskimos.
You got a ring on your finger. Kind of salute that. That was a good team. Those were good teams.
Those were good.
That was a good decade.
Six out of 10 years.
You can't argue about that.
We were there for 7. We lost to Montreal in 77.
When you get a string like that going, Kep, did you ever think that it was ending, or were you guys that kind of confident that you said, well, Got one, build on it, got another, build on it.
Well, what we tried to do, we had to get the first one. You always have to get the first one. Then the second one seems that you want to show that the first one wasn't, you know, a fluke. Then we started thinking that the 54, 55, 56 Edmonton Eskimos had won 3 in a row. We said, hey, let's go for that. Let's tie. That's a record in the CFL. Did that. Then the 4th year, we wanted to do something no other team had ever done. That was our motivation. Let's go out and be, in history, the greatest team that the CFL had, winning 4 Grey Cups in a row. Well, we did that. Then it got to the 5th year, which was 1982. We didn't have any motivation. We were like 3 and 5 after the first 8 games. We ended up winning the last 10 games and winning 5 in a row.
So no motivation. What are you guys, from Mars? Going for the short kickoff. It is handled nicely. Good job by Danielson. That is exactly why they put his size on that side. And right at midfield for the Stampeders. 1:28 the time left on the clock. Wally Buono will be looking for Jeff Garcia to get a little motion on the offense.
As I said earlier, I had a chance to talk with Wally yesterday after the press conference, and he talked so highly of Jeff Garcia he did on ESPN1 when he was losing to Montreal 27-1 in the first half. Looked terrible. He said, I could have pulled him in, but I may have lost him as a player, lost him as a person. But I wanted him to fight through it, and I wanted our team to fight through it, and they have done that. And, man, what a fight they put on tonight.
And up to that point, as Anderson is caught in the backfield, up to that point, they hadn't scored anything in the 4th quarter.
Right.
And Garcia came out, led the offense, got the 4th quarter points. As you said, they proved a lot, even though they ended up losing the game and left Montreal with that losing streak, but they left saying, we can move the ball and get the business
And there wasn't
done.
a big rah-rah thing at halftime like you thought, a lot of screaming out. Wally went in and looked at every one of them in the eye and said, I challenge you as a man to go out there and do the best that you can, that should be respectful.
You see the time running now, 1:07. Garcia carries himself, gets to the midfield stripe. That's about 5 yards. And he's not happy. Boy, you got to like this. Even late in a game like this with a 10-point lead, he's a little mad.
Good numbers for tonight. 22 for 31, 225, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Last week he had a great night against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He was 21 for 37, 282, 2 touchdowns with no interceptions.
And this is exactly what Wally Buono wanted his team to do, was to build on the success in Winnipeg. They made it look easy in Winnipeg. They knew they had a bigger test in the Toronto Argonauts, and they answered it. 19 third-quarter points.
Well, this is the thing. If you're not a good team and you play poorly, that's the way it's supposed to work. But if you look at it and you are a good team and you're playing poorly, something should happen. Something has to change.
Good punt by Martino. There's a flag on the play as Pinball Clemens is hauled out at the 10. Deep in the Argo zone, 34 seconds left, 4th quarter.
This may be an offside against Toronto. They'll move it up. Better make it 1st and 10. Calgary will maintain possession of the football.
They'll come back on. This is what they needed.
Toronto 35.
And with 34 seconds left, the Calgary Stampeders are poised to upset the top team in the CFL. The Toronto Argonauts and the penalties. Look at 8 for 133. 7 for 71 for the Argos, and they're celebrating on the sideline.
I keep harping back to that Montreal game when they came off the sideline 27-1. And I said, this is the first time I have ever seen a Calgary Stampeder team that I played against or that I saw and broadcasted come off the sideline, dragging their feet, dragging their head, sitting on the sideline, sorry for themselves. And these guys have really turned it around 180 degrees.
See Eddie Davis, William Hampton saying, we're back. We're back. They started slowly, but they're poised to go at 3 and 4, improved to 3 and 1 on home field, and that face speaks volumes. Go to the others on the Toronto bench. Garcia charges it forward at 3rd and inches. Didn't have enough for the first down. Had to carry it himself, but that's good. 1st and 10. Don Matthews And his team will leave immediately after the game on the red-eye back to Toronto. They'll take a look at this. Toronto will play the Edmonton Eskimos in their next game. Calgary faces Winnipeg. And the Edmonton game with Toronto's Arena Grey Cup. And they're going to have to do a little thinking, especially after this game, down by 10 against the Calgary Stampeders and losing for just the second time this year, and again against the team from the West. Saskatchewan beat them in Regina, and now Calgary and the players trying to get the fans riled up to finish it off, and that is exactly what they will do.
They're trying to get the fans just as excited as they are on the field. This is a team, the clock is over. It's finished. The Calgary Stampeders set off the fireworks and upset the Toronto Argonauts 45-35. Doug Flutie gave it a shot. Turnovers cost the Argos. And Jeff Garcia showed his control as quarterback of the Stampeders, giving Wally Buono reason to smile. Come on, smile, Wally. You got the victory. Stamps win at home against the...
Well, now, you sure there's any fish in here at all? Because we haven't latched into one today yet.
Tired of sitting on the sidelines? Want to be part of the game?
Be offensive. Be radical. The CFL is back and more radical than ever. The action never stops. It's hard-hitting, high-scoring football. Get in the game. Wear the attitude. Go, go, go. Woo! Be offensive. Be radical. CFL football. Get in the game.
You have any more popcorn?
These days, we could all use more endurance. And now I've got it. Because new high-endurance deodorant from Old Spice lasts a full 24 hours. No one else is this strong, this long, guaranteed. Hey, no matter what you're into, now you got all the endurance you need. A full 24 hours.
Puncture Seal fixes a flat in seconds. Seal back on the road in seconds. And now there's a Puncture Seal for all you big wheels out there. Car onto Center Seal gunk. Yeah, gunk.
Calgary Stampeders get their third victory of the season, handing the Argonauts their second defeat, 45-35, the final score. And, Kep, you like it the best when they come out mean.
I like defense. I like guys when they go out there and hit themselves and go ahead and knock somebody's head off. As Anthony McClanahan said, powder puff football. I don't think it was tonight.
Let's take a look at the numbers here. And I think all you have to do is scroll down. When you take a look at this list, two things jump out at you.
They jump right out in your face. Everything looks fairly equal. Off night as far as passing for Doug Flutie at 214. But look at the turnovers. 4 turnovers. And look at the penalty yards for Calgary. 8 for 133, even though they did win the football game.
Next game on the Deuce features the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Toronto Argonauts, Monday, August 25th, 12:30. Check your local listing. CFL on the Deuce is produced by Deer Creek Productions in association with ESPN, the winner in sports. Final score once again, Calgary 45, Toronto 35. Take care, everybody.
This is a Pro Beach soccer tour.
It's high scoring. I mean, we don't wear shoes.
You sit in a stadium with 12, 13,000 people that are screaming. They're right on top of you.